Alright, so we're about to start the investigation right now. Elzar is going to be staying at the mainframe for the night. We have 4 DVR cameras hooked up. Number 1 is going to be shooting in the operating room. Number 2 is going to be shooting down the chapel where Father Cram is said to be. That's where his wheelchair and polio chair is. Number 3 is going to be pointing down the hallway upstairs, opposite of where the nurse was said to have lost her life. And number 4 is where the nurse was said to have lost her life. And the double doors is where they actually captured the shadow figure in the picture. Yeah. So he's going to stay here. He's going to monitor those cameras. Me and Zach, we're going to go and investigate for the night. We're going to do some dual investigations. We're going to do some solo investigations and see what we came up with. And we actually captured 2 EVPs earlier in the daytime. So we're super stoked about those. And get ready. Alright, so me and Zach are going upstairs. We're going to go ahead and start out where the nurse was said to have lost her life. How you feeling?
Good.
Adrenaline rushing?
Yeah, my heart's pumping.
Mine too. It's a good feeling though. We're looking for the spirit of the nurse. We want to talk to you. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording on my digital recorder. You got your meter on, and then is the sound on?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's
I keep wanting to whisper, but I shouldn't.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Just try to get used to it.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. Set that meter on the water. That way, if there's any EMF spikes, we'll
You mean do you have anything on?
No, because it's gonna get our footsteps too.
Okay.
Super simple. Well, you know what? It's not. It's supposed to only get this. It's supposed to. Let's just do it. That's all.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, so we got the Edi Meter set up on the water fountain right now. We got the EMF sound turned on so we can hear if there's any fluctuations. We're standing right here in front of the nursery. Dude, can you believe that, like, this used to be a place right here where, you know, people could come see their babies. And now it's just run down.
Lost her life in there.
I mean,
Or around here.
think about all the memories. You know, I mean, they're good memories. It's sad that it has to end, and it's just left here to rot away. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy within hospitals. You have deaths. You have births. You have accidents. You have murders. It's just all built up into one huge thing. Was there a
Spike.
There was a spike.
Heard a little beep.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. But we're getting a spike in the Edi meter.
Mm-hmm.
There's no electricity running through here right now. If that was you, can you go walk by that device again? Go take a sip from the water fountain. What if something was drinking from the water fountain?
Yeah.
Are you thirsty?
Don't be scared to come out here and talk to us.
Were you taking a sip out of that water fountain? Let's walk away again. Okay. So right now, we just had an Edi meter go off at the water fountain. It probably was just a. I mean, there's no reason for a spike there. Right now, it's not going off. It went off twice. The temperature's stuck at 76 degrees, 76.1. But, something made that go off.
For some reason on the cameras downstairs, I was like drawn to this
area, right?
I kept looking at it and seeing something was gonna happen.
There is something about this area, and I think it's because we know the tragic murder happened here. And I think that somebody was drinking water.
Yeah, because they stopped.
They stopped when it caught our attention. Like if you were drinking water, so like, oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna stop.
We conducted multiple EVP sessions in this hallway, but to no avail. We had no evidence show up on any of our voice recorders. We decided to try our luck downstairs in the operating room.
Alright, so all day the operating room has kind of been leading us to it. We're about to go in there.
Like I've been coming out of this room that we've been in, and just looking down the hallway to the operating room all day. So hoping I see something. I don't know why.
Alright, so we're going into the operating room. I had to put my mask on. The mold is just bad in here. And when the viewers know that I have a baby on the way, I want to make sure I don't get my wife sick while she's pregnant.
Alright, we are entering camera 1, the operating room.
Get the recorder. Zach, can you see in the operating room? So they're recording now?
The thing takes forever to focus, dude.
Camera?
Yeah.
Does. This one does too. Alright. We're on your playing field now. It's dark. We can't see anything. We're here, just us two. Now is your time to make yourself known.
As some of you may know, you don't always capture something. This was one of those times. We conduct numerous EVP sessions and capture no spirit voices on the digital recorder, and we also have no EMF spikes. After taking a short break, we decided to do some solo investigating. This is when the night got interesting.
We decided to go ahead and put him upstairs by himself, do an EVP session alone. How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm so nervous.
Well, he's gonna do it though, and I'll have my turn too. I'll end up going somewhere by myself. But go ahead and go up there. Make sure just when you get up there, you turn your flashlight off. But you can use the flashlight, of course, to get there. Got you on the walkie. We're all set.
We sent him upstairs with no camera and only gave him a voice recorder. Remember, this is Zach's first investigation, and I wanted to test and see if his vulnerability would help create more activity.
Okay, so right now we are in the mainframe. Me and Elzar, we're just watching the footage right now. Zach, he is alone upstairs. There he is right there. He's conducting some EVP sessions. We just have him doing some EVP burst sessions. Trying to see if he can get some responses. We did a ghost box session up there for a while, and we didn't get anything out of it, unfortunately. No replies, but hey, that's just how it works sometimes. Sometimes you go to these places and nothing happens. We still got a while to go, so hopefully something does pick up.
And my wish is about to come true. Only if I knew that I would be the one the hospital decided to pick on. Zach stayed upstairs for a good amount of time, coming away with no EVPs. It was now my turn to go alone in the operating room.
Alright, so I'm a man of my word, and I told Zach if he goes somewhere alone, of course I'm going to go somewhere alone. He went upstairs for a while, did some EVP sessions. I'm going to go ahead and go to the operating room. Not only am I going to go to the operating room, we're going to shut this door. I'm going to be completely confined and alone in here. I'm wearing my mask again because there's a lot of standing water in there. And they're going to close the door for me.
Bye-bye. Right, it's JP's turn. He's doing a EMP section by himself in the operating room. As you can see on your screen, he's there all by himself. Hopefully he could catch something. And let's wait and see what happens.
Okay, I'm completely alone in here. The operating room. Wow. What a place to be, huh? Are you still here? What's keeping you here? Was that you? Was that you?
Did I encounter the same spirit that told us to run earlier?
Was that you?
The darkness in this room was so thick I couldn't see my hand an inch away from my face. All I could see were the red IR lights coming from the DVR camera. My body felt like it was in water and I had a sense of sadness fall over me. My eyes began to shake and I felt symptoms of nausea. Something was coming over me and I believe it was trying to enter my body.
So JP just called us on the walkie-talkie, and he said he's feeling really weird, like his eyes are shaking, and he's just feeling like somebody's messing with his head, and like he just feels real sick to his stomach.
Dude, like I was looking at the IR light and it was going like this.
Oh,
like
wow.
My eyes were like shaking.
Really?
And I felt like I heard somebody in one of these rooms up here walking around.
Oh, really?
Did he get it on?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Let's go. Yeah, there's something about it here, dude.
You know what?
There's something about it. It doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like way better. Like
Better? Was it when you did it by yourself?
I don't know, man. I guess like it's just like there's something in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that shadow figure. I don't know why. Like in my head, I could see like in my head I thought it's the shadow figure that they caught. I don't know why I thought that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked, "Who are you? What are?" And I heard it there. Now you can hear me on the probably on the recorder saying it. Well, like I said something about it because I heard shuffling in there.
Yeah.
Well, I saw you're like pointing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pointing at it.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's he doing?" It's like, "What's he doing?" I was like, "Oh, let him be."
Yeah.
I don't know. That was weird.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, so I just came back from the operation room area, and it was strange because I just started feeling real like drained. And it's funny because I watch these TV shows and I never felt like that on any investigation. So I'm always like, oh, they're fibbing. They're not telling the truth. But I honestly felt drained. And I was looking. I could see the IR camera, the DVR camera. I could see the IR light and stuff. And it was literally like shaking back and forth. Like my eyes were shaking. And I just felt odd. I still feel odd. Like I still feel pretty like just tired out of nowhere when I wasn't before until I went in there. And I didn't even stay in there that long. I did quick Evp session, and in one Evp I caught two sounds. Actually one was a voice and it was saying coming, and we think it was saying coming, and then another one was a grunt, and I think it may be almost residual. Maybe somebody was pushing a person through saying coming through the operation room. And the grunt, maybe like a pain grunt, like somebody was feeling some pain. Another weird thing was, for some reason, I know they had been speaking about a shadow figure that was here, and I feel like in my head while I was doing the EVP session, I thought it's the shadow figure. I just like knew it was the shadow figure in the operation room, and I don't know how I know that, but I just had a feeling that it was what was messing with me in there. It was making me feel weird. So I'm gonna have to take a quick break because that was pretty overwhelming.
Okay, so we're gonna just sit up here for a minute, for a while. We're gonna conduct a ghost box session. It's all three of us right now. Elder came out of the mainframe to come over with us. Over there, we have an Edi Meter, and we have the sound on the EMF. So if we get a spike, it'll show up.
You have the one where they walk to.
No, because it's gonna catch us anytime we move. I have it off, so.
Oh, awkward.
Oh, you heard something try to come through?
I heard that too.
Oh, you heard something try to come through?
I heard that too.
Oh, you heard something try to come through?
I heard that too.
What's your name? Are you the nurse that died up here? Earlier, we caught an EVP up here. Wasn't it up here or was it third floor?
The third.
Oh, yeah, fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you right here in this door frame? Are you coming to this box? Okay. Having chills. What's your name? That shouldn't be spiking for no reason. There's no electricity running through here, up here. Did you make a sound on our room window earlier? Come on, this box right here will allow us to hear your voice. Use it to talk to us.
After a while of us on the second floor, it felt as if the energy that was there was now gone. We received no more ghost box responses and no Edi meter spikes. We made our way to the third floor to continue our ghost box session.
Something told me go back. For some reason, I don't even know why I started walking over here. I was just like zoned out again.
Really?
Like I was just walking.
Damn.
And then when I got right here across this room, I looked in that door and something told me, the guy yelled at me and said, go back.
For some reason, the footage before this moment is lost. We filmed ourselves going to the third floor, but this is where the footage starts. Is this a technical error or result of spiritual foul play?
I looked in that door and something told me, the guy yelled at me and said, go back. I did.
Wow.
He said I did.
Yeah.
I looked in that door and something told me, the guy yelled at me and said, go back. I did.
Wow.
He said I did.
Yeah.
The guy yelled at me and said, go back. Who are you? Why are you telling me to go back? We've got nothing coming through this ghost box all night from now. Who are you? Who do you think you are telling me to go back? Was this your room? I was just zoned out.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going. I told you to wait for us until we were done over here.
Just like whenever I was walking up the stairs, I was just zoned out. But I looked into this room for some reason, and right when I passed it, he said go back. And then right now he said, yeah, I did.
Am I on? I'm sorry.
Who's up here? What's your name? Oh, I'm hearing that screaming.
You hear it now?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Did you hear that?
No, a little bit.
Did you hear that? After listening to this in post, I concluded that it was just a neighborhood dog barking.
Did you hear that?
It seemed as if all the energy in the hospital was sucked out. We had our high with my experience, and now went back down to a low. Paranormal investigating can be such a roller coaster ride, constantly going up and down, or sometimes even thrown for a loop. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry, it feels like we didn't have that much to offer evidence-wise. We did catch a couple good EVPs and some good ghost box responses, but that's just how investigating goes sometimes. Sometimes you leave empty-handed, sometimes you leave with the mother load, so it just depends. But I do want to go a little bit more into detail on my experience. I've never experienced anything like that before, and as I said in the show, I see these TV shows and I see them explaining things that happen like this, and I think, wow, you're faking it. I've never experienced anything like that. I've been doing this for going on 8 years now, and I've never had an experience like that. I have now. It's strange. I don't know how to explain it. I felt odd. I felt like my body was floating in water, and my eyes, I was looking at the IR lights and they were shaking back and forth, like drastically, not a little bit, like drastically. I went to go ask a question and I felt like the knot in my throat. It was weird. I've never experienced anything like that before. Definitely strange and odd. So just be careful when you're out there investigating. This can be dangerous, and the stuff on TV is probably over dramatic and stuff, but I did experience that. I felt what they explain sometimes that they feel. Just keep that in mind. I'm keeping this 100% real and true, and everything you see, nothing's faked. Everything's real, and that experience I felt was real. And I don't know if I'll ever experience anything like that again, but I definitely do want to go back to Yoakum Hospital and try to get more evidence from there. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.